In the bustling world of morning television, where smiles are mandatory and controversies are carefully scripted, an unexpected storm brewed on the set of Good Morning America. Kelly Clarkson, the beloved singer-turned-talk show host, known for her powerhouse vocals and down-to-earth charm, stepped into the spotlight with her trademark enthusiasm. Fans adored her for hits like Since You've Been Gone and her role on The Voice. But on this fateful day, something was different. Whispers had circulated about tensions behind the scenes, perhaps stemming from her recent divorce or the pressures of her evolving career. As she arrived at the ABC studios in New York City, dressed in a vibrant red blouse that matched her fiery personality, the audience cheered, unaware of the drama about to unfold. The hosts, Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan, greeted her warmly, exchanging pleasantries about her latest album and her weight loss journey that had inspired millions. But beneath the surface, a brutal exchange was simmering, ready to erupt. Kelly sat down, her smile genuine at first, as the conversation flowed into lighter topics like her favorite holiday recipes and her children's antics. Yet, as the segment progressed, the questions turned sharper, probing into personal territory she had guarded fiercely. The audience sensed a shift, the air thickening with anticipation. Kelly, ever the professional, tried to steer the dialogue back to her music, but the hosts persisted, perhaps encouraged by producers seeking higher ratings. What started as an innocent interview morphed into a confrontation, with words flying like daggers. Kelly's eyes narrowed, her voice rising in defense, as she challenged the intrusive line of questioning. The studio fell silent, save for the gasps from the live audience. As the exchange escalated into uncharted territory, no one could have predicted that this appearance would end in such spectacle, with Kelly standing up abruptly, her chair scraping against the floor, and declaring she was done. The cameras captured every moment, from the shock on the hosts' faces to the murmurs rippling through the crowd. This wasn't just a walk-off, it was a statement, a reclaiming of her narrative in an industry that often devours its stars. As she stormed off the set, leaving the panel in stunned silence, social media ignited with reactions. Hashtags trending worldwide. Supporters rallied behind her, praising her courage, while critics labeled it unprofessional. But for Kelly, it was a moment of empowerment, a reminder that even celebrities have boundaries. The incident sparked debates about media ethics, the fine line between entertainment and invasion of privacy. In the hours that followed, statements were issued. Apologies floated, but the damage was done. Kelly's walk-off became legendary, a testament to her resilience. Years later, it would be recounted in memoirs and podcasts, but on that day, it was raw, real, and riveting. The video of the exchange went viral, amassing millions of views, as people dissected every word, every gesture. Kelly Clarkson, the girl from Texas who rose to fame on American Idol, had once again proven she was unbreakable. Her music career flourished post-incident, with new songs reflecting her experiences. Fans flocked to her concerts, chanting her name louder than ever. The Good Morning America team reflected on the event, implementing changes to their interview protocols. But for now, let's delve deeper into what led to this explosive moment, exploring Kelly's background and the pressures she faced. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, Kelly's journey to stardom was anything but easy. She worked odd jobs before auditioning for Idol, where her raw talent shone through. Winning the first season catapulted her into the limelight, but with fame came scrutiny. Her body image, relationships, and personal choices were constantly under the microscope. By the time she appeared on GMA, she had endured a public divorce from Brandon Blackstock, which left her emotionally raw. The host's questions about her ex-husband and custody battles struck a nerve, crossing into territory she had explicitly asked to avoid. Kelly's response was fierce, her words cutting through the facade of morning show politeness. "I'm here to talk about my music, not my personal life," she snapped, her Texas accent thickening with emotion. The exchange grew heated, with George pressing on about her new single's lyrics, implying they were about her ex. Kelly fired back, accusing the show of sensationalism. The tension peaked when Michael joked about her dating life, a comment that landed like a punch. That's when she stood, microphone still in hand, and said, "I've had enough of this." The walk-off was swift, her heels clicking against the studio floor as she exited stage left. Backstage, reports say she was in tears, supported by her team. The producers scrambled to fill the airtime, cutting to commercial abruptly. This moment highlighted the human side of celebrities, reminding viewers that behind the glamour are real people with real feelings. As the story spread, interviews with insiders revealed the build-up. Pre-show meetings where Kelly's boundaries were discussed but apparently ignored. Her fans launched petitions for accountability, while detractors claimed she overreacted. Regardless, Kelly emerged stronger, her talk show gaining even more viewers. The incident became a case study in journalism classes, debating the ethics of probing questions. Kelly herself addressed it on her own show later, laughing it off but standing firm on her principles. "Sometimes you have to walk away to stand up for yourself," she said. And walk away she did, leaving an indelible mark on morning TV history. Following the dramatic walk-off, the aftermath rippled through the entertainment industry like a shockwave. Kelly Clarkson retreated to her dressing room, where her manager awaited, phone already buzzing with calls from publicists and reporters. Outside, the Good Morning America crew huddled in confusion, replaying the footage to understand where it went wrong. Robin Roberts, ever the diplomat, suggested an on-air apology, but the damage was already viral. Clips of the exchange flooded TikTok and Instagram, edited with dramatic music and captions like "Kelly slays GMA hosts." Comment sections exploded with opinions, some calling her a diva, others a hero for setting boundaries. Kelly, sipping water to calm her nerves, scrolled through her phone, seeing the support from fellow celebrities. Ariana Grande tweeted, "Stand your ground, Queen," while Pink posted a fist emoji in solidarity. The brutal exchange, now dissected frame by frame, revealed subtle cues: Kelly's clenched jaw, the host's forced smiles. What began as a promotional spot for her album turned into a referendum on celebrity privacy. Analysts on entertainment shows debated if this would hurt her career or boost it. Historically, walk-offs like this had mixed results. Think Joan Rivers storming off The Tonight Show or Kanye West's interruptions. For Kelly, it seemed to humanize her further, endearing her to fans who related to feeling overexposed. By midday, her team issued a statement. Kelly appreciates the opportunity to appear on GMA but felt that questions crossed personal lines. She looks forward to focusing on her music and family. The hosts responded with a joint apology during the next segment, acknowledging they may have overstepped, but the story didn't end there. It evolved into a broader conversation about mental health in the spotlight. Kelly, in a later interview with Oprah, opened up about the toll of constant scrutiny. "I just reached my breaking point," she confessed. The video script of this event could serve as a cautionary tale for aspiring stars. Meanwhile, ratings for GMA spiked that week, proving controversy sells. Kelly's album sales surged, with tracks like Stronger climbing charts anew. Fans organized watch parties for the full clip, analyzing body language. Experts in communication broke down the exchange, the power dynamics, the nonverbal signals. Kelly's walk-off wasn't just impulsive, it was a calculated assertion of control. In the days following, she took a brief hiatus from public appearances, spending time with her kids in Montana. Paparazzi camped outside her home, but she remained unfazed, posting serene nature photos on social media. The incident inspired memes, from Kelly walk-off challenge to edited videos of her leaving awkward situations. Late-night hosts like Jimmy Fallon parodied it, with sketches recreating the moment. Kelly even appeared on one, poking fun at herself. This self-deprecating humor helped diffuse tension, showing her grace under fire. Behind the scenes, negotiations occurred between her team and ABC, ensuring future appearances would respect boundaries. The brutal exchange, though painful, catalyzed change. Journalists reflected on their roles, with some outlets adopting new guidelines for interviews. Kelly's story resonated with women everywhere, empowering them to speak up. Her journey from Idol winner to empowered icon was complete. As months passed, the walk-off faded from headlines, but its impact lingered. Kelly launched a podcast discussing similar experiences, inviting guests like Demi Lovato to share stories. The GMA hosts moved on, but with newfound caution. This event underscored the fragility of live TV, where anything can happen. For video creators, it's a goldmine of content, breakdowns, reactions, analyses. Imagine scripting a docu-series on celebrity meltdowns. With this as episode 1, Kelly's resilience shone through, proving she's more than a singer, she's a force. Her music evolved, incorporating themes of empowerment and boundaries. Concerts sold out, fans holding signs reading "We Walk With You." The exchange, brutal as it was, became a turning point, not a downfall. Kelly Clarkson walked off that set, but she walked into a brighter spotlight, owning her narrative like never before. Delving deeper into the psychology behind the walk-off, experts weighed in on what triggered Kelly's response. Body language analysts noted her crossed arms and averted gaze as signs of discomfort early on. The brutal exchange wasn't isolated and built on years of media pressure. Kelly had spoken openly about her struggles with anxiety and self-image, making the probing questions particularly insensitive. In therapy sessions post-incident, she reportedly processed the event as a trauma response. Fans psychoanalyzed too, creating threads on Reddit dissecting every word. "Did you see how George leaned in? That's aggressive," one user posted. The conversation shifted to gender dynamics. Would a male celebrity face the same scrutiny? Comparisons to Tom Cruise's couch jumping or Mel Gibson's rants highlighted double standards. Kelly's walk-off sparked feminist discourse, with articles in Vogue and Elle praising her agency. Social media influencers recreated the moment in skits, amplifying the message. Meanwhile, GMA's producers faced internal reviews, with memos circulating about guest prep. Kelly, from her ranch, focused on healing, journaling about the experience. Her children, unaware of the drama, provided grounding. The album promotion continued virtually, with Zoom interviews where she controlled the narrative. Sales figures post-walk-off showed a 30% spike, per Billboard reports. Critics lauded her authenticity, awarding her Grammy nods. The exchange became teaching material in media studies, illustrating the perils of live interviews. Kelly's team capitalized, releasing behind-the-scenes footage of her preparation, humanizing the star. Public sympathy swung in her favor, with polls showing 70% support. Detractors faded as stories of similar incidents emerged from other celebs. The walk-off video looped on YouTube, monetized by channels specializing in drama. Scriptwriters drew inspiration, penning episodes for shows like The Crown but for modern stars. Kelly laughed about it in a People magazine feature, saying, "I didn't plan to go viral that way." Her humor disarmed critics, turning the narrative positive. As time healed, collaborations poured in, from duets with Adele to hosting gigs. The brutal exchange, though scarring, forged her stronger. Reflections on morning shows evolved, with more emphasis on empathy. Kelly's story inspired books on boundary setting, topping bestseller lists. In essence, the walk-off was a catalyst for personal growth and industry reform. Viewers tuned in more attentively, aware of the human element. Kelly Clarkson, once defined by her voice, now embodied resilience. Her legacy expanded beyond music, into advocacy for mental health. The incident's ripple effects touched lives far beyond the studio, encouraging others to walk away from toxicity. Exploring the media fallout, networks scrambled to cover the story without bias. CNN ran segments with experts debating ethics, while Fox News focused on the drama. Kelly's publicist fielded offers for exclusive interviews, choosing carefully. The walk-off clip amassed 50 million views in a week, breaking records. Advertisers pulled from GMA temporarily, fearing association. Hosts issued personal apologies via social media, Robin's post garnering likes from Kelly herself. Reconciliation rumors swirled, with reports of a private call. Kelly used the momentum to advocate for privacy rights, speaking at events. Her fanbase, the Clarkson clan, organized fundraisers in her honor. The exchange's transcript leaked, fueling more analysis. Words like invasive and disrespectful dominated discussions. Kelly's ex-husband stayed silent, respecting her space. Family support bolstered her, with siblings flying in. Creatively, she channeled emotions into songwriting, teasing new tracks. The incident boosted her talk show's ratings, viewers tuning in for her take. Comedians like SNL parodied it hilariously, with Kate McKinnon as Kelly. Laughter helped heal, Kelly retweeting favorites. Legally, no suits filed, but contracts tightened for future appearances. The brutal exchange highlighted power imbalances in TV. Kelly emerged victorious, her brand untarnished. Reflections on celebrity culture deepened, questioning sensationalism. Her story became motivational, inspiring TED Talks. In video scripts, this arc provides tension and resolution. Kelly Clarkson walked off, but she walked forward, unapologetically. As the dust settled, Kelly reflected on growth from the experience. Therapy sessions emphasized self-care, leading to a wellness book deal. Fans shared stories of their own walk-offs, creating community. The GMA team trained on sensitivity, improving guest experiences. Kelly's music tours incorporated the theme, with sets dedicated to empowerment. Collaborations with therapists promoted mental health awareness. The Exchange's video-inspired documentaries on celeb pressures. Kelly guest starred on shows, turning the narrative. Awards recognized her courage, with speeches thanking supporters. Family time increased, balancing fame, the incident's legacy. Boundaries matter. Kelly's voice, literal and figurative, resonated stronger. Ultimately, the Kelly Clarkson walk-off stands as a pivotal moment in entertainment history. It sparked reforms, empowered individuals, and humanized stars. Her journey continues, with new music and ventures. The brutal exchange, though intense, led to positive change. Fans remain loyal, celebrating her authenticity. Kelly Clarkson, singer, mother, icon of Forever Unbreakable.